welcome to Sriven show. I'm Alpesh from Sriven Solutions UK. Today we are talking about my first podcast which is happening in Sriven Solutions India. We had a topic to discuss today and we have got Mr. Ravi Nandan Sinha, who's the director of MSME Business Forum India.
Namaste.
Namaste, Ravi sir. Ravi sir, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for calling me Alpesh. Proud and privileged to be part of first Sriven Solutions podcast in India.
Thank you so much and thanks for doing this for us. Do you think that Viksit Bharat vision is actually contributing towards the GDP of India, wherein we could see all the major companies' head offices in India? Do you think it's a plan thing? Do you really think that is it a plan of a Viksit Bharat, or is it a strategic moment from the other companies that they would really want to come and invest in India? Is it because of the talent? Is it because of the cheap labor? Is it because of the resources what we have, or is it because of the infrastructure what we have? What brings that 140 billion?
A combination of Alpesh all, plus I will add more to it. Now, what I'm adding more to it is, you're a country where the age is today 25 years, the average age is 25 years. Whereas you go to a European country or you go to a Asia Pacific region, that's an aging country. I was talking to my friends in Poland and other countries. There the average age is above 45, right? Productivity wise, Indians, I will not say are a cheap workforce available here, but a skilled workforce is available here, right? Although there are some countries which has done remarkably well in terms of skill development, but we are also catching up in a very, very fast manner. Now, big companies coming to India. Why? We are the one who is fastest in adopting digitization, right? We are the ones who showcasing what is the best way of usage of this digitization adoption. I'll give you an example over here. In India, there are about 800 million users of smartphone, which is consuming at an average of about, the per consumer average of data is 20 GB, which is highest.
Of course.
Now, which country will not like to take advantage of this? Now, when I say, again, digitization, you know how much are the internet users in India? It's 900 million. 63% of Indians are today using internet, Alpesh. Now, what is the advantage here? Advantage here is not only to upgrade, people will not only start using more than 20 GB, but the 30% which is not using, out of that even 10% will come up.
True.
So we are seeing a growth, right? Now, apart from this, if I say India has about 700 plus districts, about 720, 725, my numbers could be plus minus, which are about 28 states. Now, in 700, out of that 716 or 720 district, we have 700 districts, which is actually where we have had a 5G rollout.
Wow.
Now, a bandwidth with action, with adoption, right? Which big company would not like to take benefit of this growing economy?
True.
So you see this country as a highway now, right? Infra development is happening at a very fast pace, and there are multiple examples that I can give you. UPI is being used here. I think all our young generations are talking about UPI, but for the young generation UPI users, they should be knowing one statistics. What is that one statistics? 12 billion transactions are happening every day. That is a number.
That's a big number.
What is today a UPI contributing is about 200 trillion, but what is the per day usage is also quite big. And now same thing we are showcasing to Europe. France is asking us that we want to use UPI.
Yeah.
UAE is asking us. So this shows the power of the magnitude of adoption maturity that I was talking about.
Interesting. Very interesting. Ravi sir, As we talk about MSMEs, you have been, dealing with all the CIOs, CEOs, or CROs in and out. What's that founder's mindset? What are the expectations from a founder from their employees? The reason why I'm asking you this question is because now this generation has been divided into multiple, categories. Let's talk about something which has been categorized more often, Gen Zs. Okay. We also have something called as, which is very quite, or let's say, observed in corporates, chalta hai attitude. Even after having that chalta hai attitude, or let's say that complacent attitude, do you think that because of this, lot many founders are facing difficulties achieving their expectations, or it has something to do with organizational skills or culture?
Divide this entire story into three parts, right? First part is what is the mindset of the founders and CEO. Every founder and CEO that I found in MSME is aspirational, is a dreamer, and he wants to scale up.
Okay.
Now, it is here that I want to send this message. Digital adoption doesn't mean that you have a website and you're digitally, you've done your adoption work, or you have a CRM system or an ERP. You're done with, or you have an attendance management system, or you have a payroll and then you're a digital company. No, I'm so sorry. It starts from the base, from an employee, or it starts from a procurement level till the sales is completed. Entire process. For an MSME founder, on one hand, he's a dreamer, he's a passionate person thinking, I must have it to showcase it. But then he's the one who also compromises. Compromises on two parts. Can we have a substitute, which is chalta hai ya jugaad kar le? Second part is cost. I would always say one thing. It is capacity building. If today a founder who says, I may not have cost, ya chalta hai, adopts a cost, it is his SME or it is his going to become large corporate, going to become niche and elite. Customer today wishes to spend money and give you money if you have that kind of a quality. From an employee perspective, I must say one thing, that we have a talent pool in India. Undoubtedly, we have a talent pool in India. But our talent needs to understand that the end customer expects whatever talent you have to give your fullest, add innovation to it, better it the next time when you are giving. Don't repeat certain things, which is missing, because probably I feel the innovation part, the research part on which you should be working is lacking.
Okay.
Is lacking. The thought to go deeper, and how to utilize digitization to its best, multiple innovations, multiple connections, which is not to the fullest utilized. And this is the gap that I see here. Also, the gap lies in the training. A lot of people, I think, have not utilized or have not understood the full usage of a digital tool that they have. It goes for your customers also, and it goes for your employees also. They are not fully. See, if in an organization, if a CTO is only going to give presentations and not the lowest person in the hierarchy knows what are the innovations happening, I don't find it as a digital adoption, right? The innovation and the ideas should come from everybody and anybody in the hierarchy, in the pyramid. Then I will feel that yes, you are participating in digital transition, which is what we are seeing. I'll give you a very small example. In Government of India today, and this is statistics which I have brought it from the policymakers' records, 90% of the offices are digitized. You go to any of the offices, you will not find physical files. We are trying to see more of digital things happening. What does this mean? If you remember, Alpesh, if you were in India during that time, one of the biggest challenges was what? In COVID was vaccination.
True.
And how beautifully the app managed everything. Was there anything physical? No. Everybody was participating in it.
True.
Right? That is where a digital adoption is a perfect example. Are you using Digi Yatra?
Yes, I do.
How convenient it is.
It is.
Right. So that is where an end-to-end system is already inbuilt into it. That is what I want, that if you have a digital practice in an organization, have end-to-end.
Got it. So how, I really want to know, how MSMEs is contributing towards the GDP of India. Of course, let's consider from an IT perspective.
Overall, an IT segment contributes to about 12% to the Indian GDP. The IT segment, by various involvement through product sale or through services that they offer. From an MSME perspective, the clientele's future is, he will get in touch with you only when you are digitally very advanced. It is a matter of time.
Okay.
Best examples are the 10-minute services you are getting, the 5 minutes foods that you are getting, right? Also, the informations that you are getting in a second's time. Think of an example like the government of India has 1800 services inbuilt into one app, which means for an MSME to contribute more needs to be digitally very, very active and very, very fast moving. We are into an era where it is no more doing business, it is speed of doing business. Speed comes with tech. Right? We are the best adopters because we believe in certain systems. Our India, and I think Indian companies, Indian SMEs are very, very aggressive when it comes to adoptions, to trials. But when it comes to trial, it should also come up with digital training, with adoption to end. So I see a future in it. There are examples to it, and one of the examples that I've told you is that now Indians are themselves giving support to countries in digital UPI systems.
Interesting. Raviji, something very interesting. It's going to be the question. What is the one important piece of advice you would like to give to today's young professional or an aspirant who wants to become an entrepreneur and enter into the workforce?
Good. First thing is, be in India. This is the place that you should be in. Be in India.
Okay.
Come what may say, people whatever say. If you see the disturbance which happened from one side, the tariff wars which happened, it was all about taking the Indian market, right, and selling their products into India. So first advice would be, don't leave your country. This is the country to be in for the next 20 years.
Okay.
Number two, I would say is, please study the markets very well. India itself is a mixture of multiple continents, multiple countries. The purchasing power of your client always depends on the quality of end-to-end ease of doing business from your side, and ease of consuming from his side is coming to. You have to make him comfortable using your product. Don't make it complicated.
Okay.
Third thing, India is growing up as a market of employment giver. The amount of work that Startup India today is doing, the amount of work, various support mechanisms, various ecosystems which is working, is meant that you tomorrow become a job giver. Next, you have your clientele within the geography. And I can assure you this, Alpesh, that unlike UK where you come from, where you have to import everything, India doesn't need to import everything.
That's true.
Right? India is a market where everything is available there and everything is in demand here. So you have ample scope of selling multiple things to the same client, and purchasing power is there. On the road, you have seen the number of cars and the traffic which is coming up goes to show, and the malls which is coming up, and the brands which is coming to India, and the rush that you see on the malls goes to show that people want to buy.
Yeah.
Yes, we are competing with developed countries, so obviously we will grow further. Infra is building up very strong. All together put, I would say it is a market to be in.
Lovely. Good things about India.
And these are practical things, Alpesh, and these are things. In fact, you have stayed for quite some number of years in Middle East also.
Yeah.
Please tell me, who are the highest investors in Middle East?
Well, if I would say, those are only from there itself. Like,
But India has a lot of people investing in Dubai, investing in those regions.
Yeah. So if you see, let's consider Dubai.
Yes.
Maximum investment has happened from India.
So from India,
Let's say in real estate.
yes.
If we talk about real estate.
Now on this note, I would also like to ask, in London, let me tell you, the highest investment comes from India.
From India.
Right?
Yeah.
When London Tech Week happens, highest number of companies that goes, and even MSME Business Forum India is from India. If you go to Africa, highest number of companies which is working there is from an Indian subcontinent.
True. But I want to ask you one question, which I believe everybody would have this question in their mind. Why people are leaving India?
On the contrary, Alpesh, I would say why Indians are coming back to India. There are examples, I can tell you multiple examples. In Hyderabad, where we are sitting, I have friends who have been staying in US for 15 years, for 18 years, are now coming back to India. I have examples of people who have been staying in Europe for many years, is coming back to India. And very best example is, I have my friend Shashi from Sriven, who's been staying for multiple years in UK, has his one of the best, strongest arm of Sriven in India. So India is a market. There are people going outside to explore, right? You always go to explore.
True.
Right.
I believe even that exposure, or let's say when you explore something, you get that exposure.
And in the beginning, this Alpesh, you had said that Google is coming to India.
Yeah.
So why are they coming to India? Because they feel, like others, this is the place to be in. So I would say that it's the exploration factor. Some see as a business factor. Even if they're going, they're not leaving their Indian arm. They're expanding.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
The percentage would be very negligible, and it happens across.
Okay. Raviji, if you have given an opportunity, what would be that one thing you would like to change in a corporate system? And here you have to be very honest. The reason why I'm asking this question is, of course, you meet, as I said earlier, you meet CEOs, CTOs of all the domains in MSMEs and even outside, and of course you have a big network. What's that one opportunity you would use to change something in corporate system? What's that one thing you think that if we change this, might, India might grow 3x with a speed, or 2x, or it will enhance something?
Alpesh, a car only moves when both the wheels are moving together. Synchronization in any industry is very important. India is not a country which is a manufacturing country. India is an assembling country. We assemble a lot of things into an assembly line, and we make an end product. Even it goes for the service industry. The only thing which pains me here is we do not realize the value of our ancillaries, the value of our MSMEs, all the large corporates, or even the bigger SMEs are not understanding the value of our suppliers who are the part of the supply chain. Their capacity building, their vendor management, their payments in time is utmost crucial. We have to think them as a part of assembly line, not just as a supplier. You have taken the services through somebody, But when it comes to encouraging him or to make him so strong that you continue taking his services and you also refer him to 10 more companies, that development part is lacking.
Okay.
He has to run around to collect money from you. And it is across, I would say, corporates. But if this changes and if we see him as a partner of growth, if we see this as a perfect marriage where he has also contributed so that I have made an end product or my end services go up, the country cannot be, I think, anything less than any of the developed country. So I strongly believe that this is one area which is needing attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, point to be noted. And I believe this is true because I have personally experienced this where people come, okay, not here, but somewhere else, where people come and chase for their bills to be paid.
Yes.
So, do you think it's again that chalta hai attitude?
We are used to making a person say that, okay, we'll come back to you. Now, I would also say for a person following up for you is also a customer service.
Of course.
Right. This is one area where we should improve. And if we improve, if we stick by what we have said, that will also enhance your credibility in the market. Everybody would love to work with you, right? So I think this is one area of improvement. This is one area of conscious and ethical working.
On an individual note, Raviji, what's the one initiative which everybody should take when it comes to a corporate system running, or let's say as an employee? One small initiative which would bring a lot of change.
Please buy only from a local vendor. Vocal for local.
Local. Okay.
Your one thought process of buying a commodity or buying a product from a local manufacturer, local service provider, local exporter or whatever it is, I'll not say exporter, will change this country, will change the economy and will bring in humongous amount of confidence to them.
Lovely. I think we have covered almost things which everybody would might have a question with. I think there's one last thing which I would like to ask you. This is apart from this MSME. If Raviji has given an opportunity, okay, to rule a business or to govern a business, what would that be? That's your, like, out of your personal interest I'm talking about.
There are two things which is going to govern any business in the coming scenario. One will be technology and one will be clean energy.
Okay.
These are the two industry which is going to be the fastest growing industry now. Again, I would say one thing: digital adoption has not fully happened. Please don't be in this frame of mind that we are a digitally No, we have not yet. Our percentage of adoption in the organization is less than 20%.
Okay.
And the next big thing to happen is clean energy. So I would like to stay in these two industries, for which I am very bullish.
Coming back to the subject, when we talk about clean energy, I'm really not sure how many companies are practicing about the carbon footprints.
You got to be conscious, Alpesh. This is where I say that if you start thinking about giving back to the country, giving back to the next generation, and on the contrary, there are many founders, chairmen, CEOs whom I have seen being very, very conscious about sustainability. They talk about sustainability. So the numbers are small, numbers will increase, and particularly Gen Z is very, very conscious of the fact. It's so nice to see the young generation so positive about clean energy, why is it needed, sustainability. The topic of discussion is that it's a matter of time when it spreads, more will adopt to it.
Do you think that more awareness or more marketing about carbon footprints, reducing the carbon footprints, would help?
Yes. It's only, I think, it's limited to cities. That also metros, and to a certain extent, certain tier 1 cities are talking about it. It needs to be talked more in more cities.
Okay. Well, coming back again to that question, that we have resources, we have skilled labor, or let's say skilled young professionals, what holds them back to give their best version of themselves? Is it the mindset? Is it the environment? Or is it the zeal to achieve something?
Indians have the highest number of zeal. Of late, we have won the back-to-back World Cup. Our players, not to forget, our young Gen Z badminton star has just Lakshya Sen was just inch away or very close, and he gave a very nice performance in All England Open. Our women's cricket team did very well. Our athletes, our archers are doing very well there. All it needs is to give them more aspirations. There are times when our young generations need a lot of pampering, a lot of hand-holding to showcase that the talent is in them to perform at a very different levels. When I see startup functions and when I see the ideas that this new generation have, is phenomenal. Government of India is adopting a lot of their ideas. However, we need to think that where we stand today is far, far less than what a developed country has reached. So you need to put in that extra
Effort.
hours, I would say. Now that depends on the person and individual. Are you ready to put up an extra hour? Because your extra hour will help the next generation to spend less hour. At this generation, I would not say you have achieved a level where you can spend less than 40 hours a week. So maybe your next generation could have that liberty. You need to put in more, and that Gen Z has to take a call.
Got it. Just one last question, Raviji. Do you think just having one government or state government, or let's say one central government, is more than enough for promoting or encouraging people to become an entrepreneur? Because what I feel sometimes, if the central government is here, till the time it comes to the ground level, there are some gaps. What if there would be some programs, like, I'm giving you a very small example, where people have the mindset, people have the products, all they want is just a platform, like Shark Tank. If, let's consider, if we have multiple platforms just like Shark Tank, do you think we would have more startups?
Alpesh, business doesn't need a Shark Tank to start. Business needs an idea, a passion, and hard work. You are very fortunate that you are getting Shark Tanks. Birla never started with a Shark Tank. Tata never started with a Shark Tank. Ask any successful startup, it never started with a Shark Tank. There are a lot of companies which are still bootstrapped. You are living in an era, fortunately, where the policy makers are encouraging you to take up entrepreneurship, which ask your elders, ask your seniors. They did not get this opportunity because during that time, the mindset was only job.
True.
Today, you have a multiple opportunity because your policy, your country is having that kind of a vision. I would say it's your ecosystem which drives you. Ecosystem may not have everything in place, but it has something which you have to grab at all points and which is available. And rest is a person who has to, it's a marathon. Doing a business is not a 10 to 5 job.
Of course.
Right? It's being at the job. Right? You have to love it. So if you have to love it, you don't need a certain person to be standing for you. There will be some person standing for you at X time, at Y time, at Z time, but you need to keep going.
True.
So that's an answer.
Yeah. Lovely.
Thank you, Alpesh.
Thank you so much for giving this.
Thank you so much for having this discussion, and I think we have had a very nice heart-to-heart conversation.
Of course, I loved it.
Thanks for doing
this.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.